Hello and welcome to the Tomcast. I'm Tom, president and dictator for life of 515comics.com. So a couple of weeks ago, like a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, I made a video. I titled it, What is a Tomcast? And I just talked about a lot of the things that I've been struggling with and a lot of the things that I wanted to make videos about. I just first wanted to say thank you very much for all of the feedback that I got. I really do appreciate you guys, either being worried about me or giving me words of encouragement or coming up with cool ideas to collaborate on in the future. Pretty happy. So thanks very much. You guys are great. One of the things that I talked about in that video was social media and presenting myself online and how I was kind of struggling with that. I utilize a lot of forms of social media. I mean, YouTube is one of them, Facebook is a big one of them, and DeviantArt is the other really big one that I try to cultivate a presence on outside of my own personal website. I guess I've been kind of frustrated recently. Well, maybe since forever I've been posting my comic and things online. I'm trying to be cool internet Tom. It's Maddie. It's a funny meme about sadness. Thank you, Maddie. Anyway, like I say, I've always tried to present myself as cool internet Tom, or the NyQuil Dreamer, who is this cool guy. Like, even that name is sort of like this weird holdover from like trying to be something that I wasn't, and it's just now part of my brand, I guess. I want my comic and myself, because there's a lot of me in my comic and I like to present my comic. I need to exist online and on social media to some extent, and that's just not going to change. There's really just nothing I can do about that. But sometimes it feels so ugly that it's like I'm curating who I am. And I know that's just part of it too, because I don't really need to, I don't know, like, how do I combat that? Do I just share everything about myself? Do I just, like, give every off-the-cuff idea I've ever had? That seems like a terrible idea, and also I don't know that it would help me achieve the things that I want to with social media. I guess I just don't want to sound like a phony. I remember, it's been several years ago now, Professor Trey, co-writer of Nextus, introduced me to a new reader that he was friends with on Facebook. So someone who was starting to read the comic, he's like, hey, this is Tom, like, just through Messenger, and we chatted for a little while, the three of us, and she's like, well, I don't know, you seem kind of like you're just saying whatever you need to say to make me think that you're cool. And that really struck a chord with me, because that's totally what I was doing. Like, I was trying to be genuine, but at the same time, it's like, it would be cooler if I said this, or I think that I should say a funny thing now. I mean, I don't know, like, it's just, it really makes you second guess yourself. And it's something that I just don't really like how that makes me feel. I guess the thing is that I want to make sure that I'm trying to be genuine. I'm not going to share every little thought and every little idea on social media, but I do think that it's important to kind of have that as a mission statement going forward, is that I want to try and be genuine, and I want to try and present myself as much as I can. And I can't say that I've always done that. I can't say that everything that I've posted on the social media sites that I use, even in the past year, are always 100% like, yeah, that's what I would have said to you in person. And I can't say that I'm always going to be perfect, but I want to try. I want to try and be more honest, and if I don't feel like I can be honest, then I'm just not going to say anything. So, to start, I thought it would be funny to go to a website and find a list of questions to ask. Let me tell you what this article I found was. I didn't read the whole thing, and most of it's terrible. But it's 20 questions to ask to get to know someone by Ivana Kiki on lifehacks.io. So if you want to look that up, you sure can. I just picked like some of the questions that I was like, yeah, I could answer that. I'm going to try and be open and honest, and this is just Tom. This is just me on social media. And I'm only asking and answering questions that I want, so I'm still curating. But you know what? Whatever. Like, these are questions that maybe will give you some insight into who I am. What's your favorite TV series, Tom? My favorite TV series right now is definitely Star Trek: The Next Generation. My wife and I are watching through the whole series, and we're on season 6. And it's great, and I really love it. And it makes me really happy to watch it. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be my favorite after we're done, or when I start watching something else, but that's my favorite right now, and I really like it. What's the last book that you read? Crap, I have to remember what the last book I read was. The last book that I read that to completion was called Moral Combat, and it was about morality in World War II. I'm very interested in the idea of morality and how it shapes people's decisions, where morals come from, where people think morals come from. It's kind of neat. A lot of it was a little over my head, I'll be honest. And half of the reason I read it was just because I kind of like military history a lot because I'm turning into an old man. But yeah, that's the last book I finished reading. And that was several months ago. I'm a slow reader, but I liked it. It's good. What would be a perfect day for you? For me, a perfect day would be one where that's actually a little bit trickier than I thought. I mean, definitely I would like to spend a couple hours drawing. Well, let's back up. First of all, the perfect day would be I wake up not to an alarm, but just naturally, not because I have to be somewhere at a certain time, but I just wake up. That'd be perfect. You know, you sleep as long as you sleep. That's great. Especially as a new dad. It'd be really nice. Then, you know, eating foods for meals that I really like would be a big part of my perfect day. Yummy food, that's good. I like that. And then, yeah, of course, drawing, spending time working on drawing or writing or somehow creating specifically for comics. That makes me really, really happy. Spending time with my wife, because she's my favorite person, and now spending time with my son. He's also my favorite person. They're co-favorite people. I'm not going to play favorites. I definitely have a favorite. Anyway, I mean, yeah, maybe see some friends. Like, yeah, I don't know. That sounds pretty good. That sounds like a pretty perfect day. Here's another like classic one. Here's another classic one. I think I'm going to cut it off after this because this is going to be a really long video. If you could invite to lunch anyone in the world, who would you choose? So my answer for this remains unchanged, even though it makes me kind of sad now. Because usually when someone asks you this, they say living or dead. And now it's dead, which makes me sad. He's dead. Robin Williams. I would love to have lunch with Robin Williams. Everything I've learned about the guy, you know, about how he was out, you know, off screen. I mean, he was a pretty troubled guy, but he also seemed like a really cool guy. And he was a big part of my childhood, and I just think it would be really cool to like get a chance to chum it up with that guy a little bit. I think maybe that's enough learning about me for today. But, like I say, I want to try my best to be a genuine person, whether I'm on the internet or in person. That's a goal that I want to work towards. So, I guess if you are curious to know other useless answers about, you know, like if you have other like first date questions for me, feel free to ask them in the comments of wherever I'm posting this video. And thanks as always for watching. You guys are rock stars. I do really appreciate it when you guys watch and you respond to these videos. You guys keep your stick on the ice. We'll see you next time. So